So over the past couple of days, you guys have been checking out my videos and you guys have seen that Azumarill, Altaria, Registeel, Defense Form Deoxys, and a lot others have been performing very well in Go Battle League, in the Great League, and for good reason, right? They are top meta tier, but that doesn't mean you don't have to bring those in order to win. So in today's video, we're going to be showing you some anti-meta Pokemon that are fantastic in Great League, and will cover those meta Pokemon you guys see game in and game out. Now in today's battles, I went 5-0 with the team of a Toxicroak lead, Frostlass, and Azumarill. Now I used Azumarill as my safe switch in case I ran into those Altaria leads so that I could get off an Ice Beam to a potential Grass-type Pokemon that was likely to come in. On top of that, Frostlass in the back. If you guys haven't used Frostlass before, you will see today its energy and damage output is absolutely ridiculous. It is one of the best anti-flyers in the game, especially against an Altaria, and this thing just pumps out raw damage. Now with this team going 5-0, I also hit rank 7 today and got a battle rating of 3,537, so feeling really good about that. Overall, I'm 40 wins, 5 losses. I'm feeling strong, and I'm starting to bring in the spicy Pokemon. I wanted to showcase for you guys how strong the meta is, and now we're going to start going anti-meta, start getting into some real depth picks when it comes to the Great League, because Great League Pokemon are fantastic. Doesn't matter if it's a rank 1 or rank 73, if it handles what it's supposed to handle based on the meta, it's going to perform well. So today's video is going to be all about these battles. We're going to see all 5 of them. So if you guys enjoy these spicy battles, be sure to smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, new to PvP, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all this Pokemon Go PvP content, strategies, guides, battles, everything you guys need to know. So let's go ahead and get right into these Go Battle League battles. Now, as for the movesets of this team, Toxicroak is running Counter, Mud Bomb, and Sludge Bomb. Frostlass is running Powder Snow, Avalanche, and Shadow Ball. And Azumarill is running Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam. Getting into this first battle, we are up against Broken Bolt BE, so shout out to him. I think this is a good example of bringing off-meta Pokemon that people are unfamiliar with, who are newer to Pokemon Go PvP, Toxicroak being one of those. Toxicroak is a fantastic anti-tank counter when it comes to the meta. He can handle things like Azumarill with Sludge Bomb, which you're going to see right here. He can also handle the big tanks like Bastiodon and Registeel that you guys are going to see with Counter and Mud Bomb. So overall, he's a fantastic anti-tank, but you got to watch out for psychic damage, so confusions. You got to watch out for Mud Bombs from Mud Boys. And he swaps in a Bastiodon on us, which, you know, maybe he doesn't understand how deadly Toxicroak can be. So this is a great opportunity to learn. If you guys haven't seen a Toxicroak yet, be aware here. You definitely don't want to bring in your tanks against a Toxicroak. You want to bring in basically your flyers, so something like Azumarill, something like Skarmory, or you can bring in Mud Boys, so like Whiscash with Mud Bomb spam is going to be really good because of his poison typing. Now we see the Medicham come in right here. We're going to be able to get off back-to-back Mud Bombs. This is going to be chipping away at Medicham, and then what we're going to do after this Mud Bomb is we're just going to switch into Azumarill. We have plenty of bulk here. We don't really need to use Frostlass in this fight because Toxicroak was able to handle most of his team. So we bring in Azumarill here, going to be soaking all the damage from Medicham. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen Toxicroak, he's definitely very, very good. He's very meta relevant in terms of Great League, but not the hyper meta that you guys have seen like Azumarill's Defense Form Deoxys, Registeel. So it's just another layer of meta that can be used. So we go ahead and use the Ice Beam there to get the shield bait on Azumarill or finish him off. He goes for an Ice Beam himself, and then we are just going to bubble down Azumarill. And then I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump here against the Medicham to finish off game 1. I think Hydro Pump's a little overkill, but I wasn't exactly sure how much health he had left, so I just decided, you know, I'll just go for Hydro Pump. So that is going to be GG's. Very well played. All right, moving into this next battle, we are up against the G-Bench, and I think out of the series of 5 that I had right here, this was the toughest battle. Super meta Pokemon, great plays by my opponent, and he leads Altaria into my Toxicroak, so this is bad. I got to get out of there quick. I go straight into my safe switch, which is Azumarill. Azumarill is fantastic safe switch because things like Registeel that come into it, we can handle with Hydro Pump. So I'm going to be going straight Hydro Pumps right here. I don't want to risk shield bait, like a unsuccessful shield bait. I'm going straight damage. They're likely, a Registeel user is likely not going to shield because we can't one-shot it, so there's no reason for him to shield. He's going to go ahead and go for the Flash Cannon right here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bluff that I'm going Hydro Pump. So I'm going to build up energy. I'm going to let him get off a charge move right here, and I'm not going to shield. Flash Cannon won't kill me, and he can't take me out fast enough with Lock On. So I'm reading that, and then I'm going to go Ice Beam right here. I want to get a shield bait, and I want to keep stored energy in the back, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap to Toxicroak. So I swap to Toxicroak, finish off very quickly with counters. That way we get Altaria in. And I want this Altaria in so I can have pretty much switch advantage. So I can come in. So we're going to let Toxicroak go down. We're not going to use any shields. Toxicroak's going to go down, and this is where Frostlass comes in. Frostlass, 2 shields. So tons of damage. Here we go. Get ready for the Frostlass play, guys. So Frostlass, Powder Snow, going to be farming down, and he brings in a Medicham. So Medicham is going to be super weak to Shadow Balls, but we're going to go for the Avalanche for the shield bait. And do we get it? Yes, we do get the bait. So what we can do, I go ahead and shield right here. I wasn't counting successfully. I thought, does he have Psychic? Like, he might have Psychic. No, it's just a power-up punch, so that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to overfarm this again. Even if this was Ice Punch, not going to do a lot, so I'm just not going to shield at all. We're that Ghost typing, we can resist fighting-type moves, and I'm just going to overfarm. Just farm, farm, farm. Going to go for the Shadow Ball. Remember, he doesn't have any shields, so this is going to be taking out Medicham right here, and then Altaria coming in is going to eat an Avalanche to the face. So that is going to be taking out Altaria. So GG's very well played in that one. You guys saw how great a safe switch is with the Azumarill and how deadly Frostlass can be. All right, moving into game 3 here, we are against Marimo Owner, I think. And we are Toxicroak versus Umbreon. Again, Umbreon, a Dark-type Pokemon, going to be taking super effective damage from those counters, and it adds up here, guys. Not only that, when it comes to Umbreons, if you have a pure Dark-type Umbreon, meaning you only have access to Dark Pulse and Foul Play, it's not going to do a lot of damage to a Toxicroak. You want to try to look for that Community Day move of Last Resort, if you guys can find one. And we're just going to go for Mud Bomb here. I'm suspecting that he's going to shield, which he does, and we are just going to start farming down, and then I'm going to pull the trigger just before he can get off another Dark Pulse to make him think, should I shield, should I not? I really want him to shield. Fantastic, we made him shield, and we're going to throw up our own shield now. Why is that? I can farm down Umbreon and still have residual health to get off a lot of charge moves to whatever Pokemon is coming in. So we're going to be finishing off the Umbreon right there with counters. And then we see a Scizor come in. So really interesting, really spicy pick when it comes to the Great League. I think Scizor isn't top tier meta, but it definitely has its place against certain matchups. So we're going to let him use this charge move right here. We're not too worried. Now he brought a really spicy team, which is why we have, you know, Pokemon that can handle the meta, right? Azumarill, fantastic generalist in the meta. So what we're going to do is just bubble down. We don't need to worry about the charge moves. It's not going to be doing super effective damage. So the Exorcer goes off, resisted, and then we're going to farm down. And then the final Pokemon I definitely was not expecting. Let me know if you guys have seen this guy. Crustle. I've never seen a Crustle in Open Great League and Go Battle League yet. So this was my first Crustle experience, and I know it's going to get eaten by a Hydro Pump. So that is going to be GG's. Right, game 4, we are up against Skimpitar, and we are leading Toxicroak into Altaria. Again, terrible matchup for us. We got to bail, and we got to bail fast. So we're going to Azumarill. Again, Azumarill is fantastic because it can cover its weaknesses. Venusaur comes in. So my plan right here, I'm going to shield once, go for an Ice Beam, and hopefully get 2 shields from him because I'm ahead on energy. So we get the first shield. I expected that. And notice how we're basically halfway to Ice Beam. I'm going to shield right here. It is worth it to me to either get his health or get 2 shields. For a couple reasons. First of all, getting his health would be fantastic so that we can come in and farm. And secondly, if we get both his shields, we can come in and farm. Why? Because we got Frostlass. Yeah, you guys are going to see some more Frostlass play. Here we go. So we're going to let Azumarill go down. It did its job. Got 2 shields from the Venusaur for only 1 shield from ours. We can now safely come in with Frostlass. Once we let that timer go down, we're going to need that. So we're going to come in and we are going to farm. And I think he makes a mistake right here. We're going to shield this. I'm not too worried about what's in the back. I think I can handle it, and I think he makes a mistake by swapping into Altaria. This is why. Frostlass, guys, Avalanche, going to one-shot an Altaria is so much raw damage. Kaboom, there goes the Altaria. And then now we are going to see the Registeel come in. So I'm going to switch into Toxicroak right away. Toxicroak is going to take quite a bit of damage from Flash Cannon, but we can survive, and in tandem with Mud Bomb and Counter, we can actually take him out at this range. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb right here. This is going to be doing super effective damage to the Registeel. And then we can counter him down, and then the Venusaur is going to be coming in. We're just going to be spamming for Mud Bomb right here, and we are going to be able to get to it in time. This is going to take out Venusaur because of neutral damage with the Poison Grass typing, and that is going to be GG's for Game 4. Let's go ahead and go into Game 5. All right, Game 5, I think is the spiciest team I've ever seen in Go Battle League so far. People are just wanting to bring, you know, every Pokemon that they want to try out, which is perfectly fine, but understand that the spicy Pokemon that you bring need to also have a purpose against the meta. Otherwise, you're just going to get kind of steamrolled by most meta Pokemon. So we see a Plusle, I believe, or is that Minun? No, it's Plusle. I was right. I always get them confused. But we have a fantastic lead, and now he swaps into Durant, and I'm like, okay, a Plusle and a Durant, right, gotcha. So what I need to do is I'm going to get off Mud Bomb here, that's going to get the shield, and I have to bring in Azumarill. Azumarill is a liability with Plusle in the back, Plusle being that electric type Pokemon, going to have moves that's going to hurt my Azumarill, so I need to use Azumarill to fight Durant so that I'm not risking it endgame ending up against, or having those two Pokemon fight each other, if that makes sense. So Azumarill now is a liability against his team. So we are just going to let this Durant hit us, and we are going to straight up just bubble him down. I want tons of stored energy. He only has one shield left, and Azumarill with a lot of stored energy is very deadly. So he's going to get off another X-Scissor right here, not very effective. We farm down the Durant, and the next Pokemon come in, and I'm going straight for Ice Beam, hoping to get that shield bait. Apply a lot of pressure to him, make him think he's going to be hurt, which it does, and then now we can go for the Hydro Pump. This Hydro Pump is going to be one-shotting the Sneasel here. Sneasel's an interesting anti-flyer. It has access to some hard-hitting ice moves, but against the general meta, it's not going to do too great, and then we are just going to switch into Toxicroak. Go ahead and put up one shield right here. And then we're going to be able to get to the Mud Bomb, which will be doing super effective damage to the Plusle here. So that is going to be GG's in Game 5. Super spicy team coming in right there. But yeah, overall, really happy with Toxicroak and Frostlass's performance. I hope you guys enjoyed today's spicy battles. I know we faced off in some battles some really amazing opponents with great meta Pokemon, and other opponents brought more spicy versions to the game, which I think is an authentic way to see what you guys are going to be facing. You have no clue what's going to happen, but I want to emphasize to you guys that if you don't want to bring the meta, you know, the super hardcore meta, the Azumarills, the Registeels, the Deoxys, the Altarias, all that, you need to bring Pokemon that are spicy that can handle that meta, because you are going to see that. And on top of that, because they can handle that meta, they can likely handle some of those super spicy Pokemon like we saw today. So be sure to let me know how your guys' battles are going. Be sure to smash that like button, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.